Hey guys, I just thought I would pop on here really quickly and do a get ready with me and kind of talk about manifesting. If this is your first time to see me, I'm Stinny and I am new to TikTok, but I am not new to tarot and spiritual things, and I have a lot of spiritual gifts and I like to share them. It's my love language. I like helping people. So if any of what I say resonates with you, make sure to hit the follow button and share it with a friend if you feel like they need to hear the message. So manifesting. Manifesting, it's important to know that we are all manifesting all the time, no matter if we know it or not, okay? So it's important to make sure that you are mindful of your thoughts, especially when you are trying to manifest, but just in your daily life, trying to be mindful of your thoughts. You know, I understand that you shouldn't be overly positive all the time because, you know, obviously we're human and we're not overly positive all the time and stuff happens, right? So, but there is a way to redirect yourself and honor the thoughts that pop up for you and then change your thought pattern, because truly, when they say that happiness is in the eye of the beholder and it's a choice, it really is a choice, okay? And it's within yourself. You know, like a lot of times people are trying to rely on somebody else to bring that happiness, but really it's up to you to bring that happiness. So how you do that is living in the present moment, okay? And I had a dear friend remind me how important that is, because, you know, it's very hard to do. You know, you think it's easy, but sometimes, you know, you just get sucked in to life and what's going on and worrying and stressing out, right? But the way that it should be put is, you know, the past has already happened, and the past can even just be like a moment ago, right? You can't change the past. The only thing you can do is learn from the past, right? Yeah. So you can learn from the past and you can control yourself. So the main thing is just to work with what you can control, okay? And there's no use worrying about it and stressing out, because when we worry all the time and we stress all the time, then we're just going to keep bringing that to ourselves, right? That kind of energy. And I've got something in my eye, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, so hopefully it'll work its way out. So if you stress about the future, well, the future can always change based on your decisions and how you react to things and changing your mind, because we do have free will, which is awesome, by the way. Thank you for the free will. So the main thing is you can't stress about the past, you can't stress about the future, because if you do, then you're not living in the present moment and you're missing all the good stuff that is happening right now. So it's important to bring yourself back to the present moment and really think about, okay, in this present moment, what can I work with? What can I control? Well, I can control myself. I can control these factors, and I can decide that if something is an issue or a problem, well, maybe it's not a problem, maybe it's a lesson, right? So if you approach life that way, okay, what am I learning right now? And then how can I move forward? Then you are helping yourself move through any blocks and helping yourself not stay stagnant, and helping yourself bring good energy forward, okay? So that's important to know, is to live in the present moment, okay? So when you're living in the present moment, and if you're having a hard time with negative thoughts coming in, you can change your thought pattern to be like, okay, I had this negative thought. That's fine. That's completely normal. We do that. You know, we are human. But now I'm going to change it, okay? What am I learning right now, or what can I do to help myself in this moment, right? That's how you bring yourself back to the present. One thing that I like to do when I start to stress out or feel like I'm having anxiety is either one, I stop myself and I realize, like, do I have to think about that right now in this moment? Is it so dire that I have to make a decision right now? And if it's not, then I'm like, okay, I don't have to think about that right now. So what do I want to do right now? And then I do that. The other thing that I do, because sometimes it's really hard when the anxiety is really bad, is I start to think about all the things that I'm grateful for. And I start naming off my blessings, because if you really think about it, even when you're going through a hard time, you have many blessings. You really, really do, okay? One, you're alive, you have your health, you know, or do you, right? Maybe you have the ability to think. You have the ability to change your day around. That's a blessing. Think about the people in your life. Who's in your life? Like, so I'll just go through some of mine. I'll be like, oh, well, it's a beautiful day, right? It's a beautiful day, and I woke up and I'm blessed to experience this day. I have, do you have an animal? Do you have a pet? I've got an animal who loves me unconditionally. I've got a pillow to sleep on. Some people don't. I have a bed to sleep in. I woke up today. Just start naming off the blessings. Do I have money in the bank? I have money in the bank, or I have money coming to me. I have people in my life who love me, who encourage me. Do you have clothes on your back? I've got clothes to wear. I've got food in my mouth. And just waking up and thanking the divine, the universe, God, spirit, for all the blessings that you have, big and small, because they're all important, and just really thinking about it. Like, you have a car, like if you're stressed out about being in traffic, well, guess what? You have a car. You're able to get to point A to point B, right? Maybe you could turn on some music. I'm thankful that I get to listen to music on the way to work. I'm thankful that I get to listen to that audiobook, or I get to listen to that podcast on the way to work in this commute. I'm thankful that I even have a car to drive, a mode of transportation. Some people don't. If you have a friend who takes you, I'm thankful for this friend who's able to take me where I need to go. There's all kinds of silver linings and blessings and stuff, and you need to find it for yourself. And it is scientifically impossible that when you are having anxiety to be anxious and thankful at the same time, right? So when you're having major anxiety, start naming off things that you're thankful for, okay? The other thing that you can do is at the end of each day, you can maybe write down, if you can't do 3, do 1. Write down one thing that happened in the day, or one blessing of the day that you have, one thing that you're grateful for, and if you can write down 3, that's even better. If you can write down 5, that's even better. If you can write down 10, that's even better, okay? So when I'm manifesting, the first thing that I do is I name out about 10 things that I am grateful for, that I have, all the, 10 blessings that I have. It could even be like, I was blessed to have a good childhood. I was blessed to have known this person. I was blessed to have a certain experience that you remember in your life, a memory, okay? Big or small, but you're gonna come up with 10 things. And you're gonna write those 10 things down. Okay, that's step 1 to manifesting. Step 2, and a lot of people, like, yes, there are better times to manifest, right? Like when the new moon, when there's no moon out and it's dark, and we hit the new moon, and we're about to go from new moon and make our way to the full moon. That's usually the best time to start manifesting and acquiring things. And then when the moon is full, giving away things that aren't serving you. But you know what I say? If you want to manifest, you can manifest anytime you want to. Okay? There are no rules. Do what you feel and go with your gut instinct, right? Okay. So we've written down our 10 things of gratitude, our 10 blessings. Now, we're going to think about the things that we want to manifest. And you're going to come up with maybe 3 things. If you can't come up with 3 things you want to manifest, then come up with 1 thing, all right? And you're going to write it down, and you're going to be specific about it. Okay? It's better to be specific because you're directing your energy. You can picture it better. The energy is easier to think about, to direct, to call to you. Just be specific about it and write it down, okay? So write down what it is. I want to lose 100 pounds. I need to make $100. And write it down in a way that it's coming to you, right? Like, I am losing 100 pounds. I am acquiring $100. Like, $100 is coming to me, okay? Just write those things down specifically. Then, once you've written them down, and you've kind of read them out loud to yourself, then you're going to draw a little picture, okay? Even if you can't draw, even if it's just thumbnails, even if it's just symbols for yourself, okay? You're gonna draw what that looks like to you. And if you need to sit down and kind of close your eyes and meditate and think about, it's not really meditating if you're thinking, but if you're sitting down and you're visualizing, okay? You're gonna visualize those manifestations and what that looks like. So if you're wanting to lose weight, maybe it's a scale, and maybe the scale has your goal weight on it.